Thomas and Alfred? Friends?
It's hard to believe, but it's true.
I still can't believe it. Me neither.
But now we have a new villain on our hands. P.T. Boomer is the most evil, diabolical man I've ever seen. Even worse than Alfred. We must stop him at all costs. He destroyed the town of Grinderville, and he must pay. Apprentices, attack Boomer with everything you've got. Show him no mercy, and make sure his path of destruction ends forever.
Yes, Headmaster.
You got it, Headmaster. We'll do our best, Headmaster.
Good. Now get out there, and give Boomer what's coming to him.
Heroes, I call this meeting for there is a new supervillain out there trying to terminate Thomas.
We're 100% aware of that, Edward. Boomer is a man out on the warpath, and will do anything to get what he wants.
Yeah! Boomer is even worse than Alfred. He even tried to kill Alfred, and even though he's a villain, we should still help him. I'm not sure we can trust Alfred for the way he acts, especially against Thomas. We'll just have to give it a try. He may be able to help us defeat Boomer. I'm not sure how Alfred can help, but, villain or not, we should still try to be his allies instead of his enemies.
Edward? Do you really think we can be allies with Alfred and beat Boomer?
I don't know, Lucy, but our only shot to beat Boomer is to give Alfred a chance. Who's with me?
I am.
Me too. So am I. I'm all in. Me as well.
I'm ready.
Let's make an enemy and ally.
Alfred. Is this true?
Yes, Viley, I'm officially friends with Thomas.
Wow. I can't believe you actually made friends with him.
Never mind that. There's a new villain after me.
Really? Tell me about him.
His name is P.T. Boomer. He's the most powerful villain on Earth.
Wow. When did you two first meet?
We first met when I crashed into his car at supersonic speeds. He seemed nice at first, and I offered to help him on his quest to take over the world.
What? You two were planning to take over the world?
Yes. He and several members of his squad combined with me and my team to build the fastest car in the world and beat Thomas in a race for world domination. But let's just say it didn't turn out that way.
Why not? What happened?
I was waiting at the bus stop for the car to be ready when I heard a big explosion. When I arrived at my house where the car was supposed to be prepared for the race, everyone was fighting and destroying the car I was supposed to race with.
Alfred. I just remembered something.
What is it, Viley?
There's more to that story about the fight.
Really?
Yes. Remember when El Diablo said we were arguing over what color to paint the car?
Yes?
Well, it was Boomer who started the fight in the first place.
What?
It's a long story, but this is what happened.
El Diablo, is the car finished yet?
The car, yes. We're just thinking about the design of the car and what color it should be.
Okay, just checking on how much progress you're all making. You've all done an excellent job getting this speed demon ready for Alfred.
Thanks, Boomer. Any suggestions on what color to paint it with?
What about black?
I was thinking of painting it red.
No, I want it painted black.
Well, I want it painted red.
He wants it painted orange.
Painted yellow.
Pink. Purple.
Green.
Brown.
Magenta.
Blue.
Bronze.
Gold.
Chrome.
Silver.
White.
And the rest is history.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry, Viley.
It's not your fault, Alfred. Boomer betrayed you, and you had no idea, so there is nothing you could have done.
I suppose. You know what?
What?
Boomer betrayed me and tried to kill me. He deserves to be punished.
What are you going to do to him?
Not me, we. Riley, gather the supervillain team and Boomer's team. We're gonna give Boomer a piece of our minds.
You got it, Alfred.
Are you sure it was him?
Yes, Burnett. Boomer is the most powerful villain in the world, and I need your help to beat him.
Thomas? You can count on me. From what I've heard, your brother Edward is arranging a meeting in the park tomorrow with the others. We must be there to plan our attack.
We'll definitely be at the park tomorrow. Until then, let's hope we don't run into...
What? What's wrong?
Burnett!
We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Burnett Stone. He was killed last night when P.T. Boomer snuck up behind him and blew him up with a bomb. He was a wise old man who knew a lot more about life than most people did in their lives.
I saw it happen with my own eyes, and there was nothing I could have done to save him. He taught me to appreciate life, even when it didn't go my way sometimes.
Burnett Stone was a good friend of mine, and a great man to be around. He showed love for the environment around him, and I think that's what I will miss the most about him.
He raised me to be adventurous, brave, kind, and he taught me to be grateful for what I had in my life. My grandfather will really, and truly, be missed.
Burnett Stone was a passionate old man who proved to us that anything was possible. We will miss you, Burnett, wherever you are. He was a fun-loving man who taught me to be passionate and appreciative for who I am today. He also taught me to work hard and be dedicated to my job as an apprentice. We will miss him very much.
Burnett was a friendly old man who I hardly got to know, but he was a very nice man and an inspiration to a lot of people.
As you all know, P.T. Boomer killed Burnett Stone last night, and while Edward, Thomas, Headmaster Hodge, Lily, Patch, Alfred, and James are at his funeral, I'm in charge of this meeting.
Scott, what do you suggest we do about Boomer? He killed the greatest hero in the world, and he feels like nothing can stop him.
There must be something we can do to put an end to his destruction, but what? Oh my god. I just came up with the perfect plan to beat Boomer. Really? Let's hear it, Andrew. There's a special superpower that only adults like our parents have. What's that? The power of discipline. If the adults bring their superpowers, it will not only end Boomer's reign of terror, but also bring an end to his existence on Earth. What do you think, Scott? Do you think it's a good idea? Thinking about it, it's a very good idea. No one has more power over us than our parents. Let's gather them all up, tell them our plan, and defeat Boomer once and for all.
Thanks for the idea, Andrew.
You're welcome, Jimmy.
Honey, I know how you feel. You've been through a lot recently with the death of Burnett Stone, but don't blame yourself. The events happened so fast there was nothing you could have done.
I know, Mom, but I wish there was something I can do to not only get my spirits back up, but also get some revenge on Boomer.
Thomas, I need your parents to attend HQ right away.
Why? What's going on?
I'll explain later. They need to go now.
We're on our way, James.
Good, now let's go.
I wonder why Headmaster Hodge sent us to his headquarters.
I don't know, Trevor, but it may have something to do with Boomer. He's the deadliest man alive. I hope the headmaster finds a way to stop him.
I hope so too. Boomer is really intimidating and will stop at nothing to win Thomas and take over the world.
I hope the headmaster knows what he's doing and thinks of a way to end Boomer. Here he comes now. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason my apprentices have brought you all here is because you will be essential to our plan to defeat Boomer and save the world.
Headmaster? How are we essential to beating Boomer?
I'm glad you asked. The reason I need you all for this plan is the fact that you have a special power that Boomer will never have.
Really? What power do we have that Boomer doesn't?
The power of discipline. When you scold your child for something he did that's not acceptable, the power of discipline is the greatest in the world. This is why we need to use it on Boomer and give him what he deserves. Do you really think our special powers can defeat Boomer? What if the plan goes wrong? That's a chance we're all willing to take. Now, it's time to put that evil Boomer in his rightful place. Who's ready? That's what I like to hear. Now let's end Boomer's reign of terror, once and for all. Ha 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 ha. I can't believe I actually killed my biggest rival, Burnett Stone. The greatest hero in the world is dead. Dead, I tell you. Dead. Now that he's gone forever, nothing can stop me from taking over the world. Ha 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 ha.